A few days ago, we had a really bad storm. All Texas was under warnings for tornadoes. We had like around 10. And close to this property, we have one, and it hit 30 miles from here, and it destroyed some properties. And over here, it rained about 3.5 inches. And like always, every time it rains here and it pours, it destroys our roads, as you can see. It's forming new ditches everywhere. There is water coming down from the building and making the ditches. Like this one is really big. Over here too. Over here, this is a big one. So now Jeff went to get the bulldozer, and he's gonna try to fix some. Right here we need to fill it out with more dirt, but right now we are so busy building, we don't have time to mess with this. But this is important right now because this is our main road and we have to do something about it. Right there. It's just making a big mess. So there he's coming with the dozer.
Well, folks, we are under a full-scale multi-front attack from old Murphy today. I tell you what, we're getting our butts kicked. The tractor's laying over on its side. The telehandler's stuck in the mud. I'm on my way up to the excavator to see if I can get any juice in the batteries and get that thing started. Hopefully we get a plan together to get this damn thing uprighted and get all of this mess cleaned up and get unscrewed. But we ain't gonna let Murphy win. Hell no. Murphy ain't beating us. He might win a round or two, but in a 12-round fight, Murphy ain't winning. As a matter of fact, I get this excavator started, I'm gonna try to go knock his butt out. Stick with us. This excavator's been parked for a while. Haven't needed it. We've been working on the building, so not moving much dirt. Unfortunately, today we are now going to be back into dirt work mode due to today's unforeseen events. We were working on the road a bit. I got the dozer out and started cleaning her up, and decided we needed to get a bunch of rocks to put in there to stop some of this erosion, and went and got the tractor loaded up full of rocks and tried to drive it around the side of the road. Hit a soft spot in the road, front tire sunk down, and man, I felt it going, and she tipped over right on her side. So luckily I didn't get hurt. I felt it coming, and I just was able to walk it on right on around inside the cab. It's a big tractor, so I didn't get thrown or get hurt at all. And yeah, I mean, that's how things go out here. Sometimes everything goes real smooth and we're doing great. Other times you get that punch in the gut. Old Murphy strikes. And that's where we're at today. So since the excavator's been sitting, and these batteries are, I don't know, several years old now, at least 5 years old, they ain't holding a lot of juice anymore. So when I don't use it for a while, it's guaranteed to be dead. So I brought the little generator up here and the battery charger. We got to get this thing going. So this is my little 2,000 watt Champion generator. I like this thing. Starts real easy. It's lightweight, quiet. That dump truck's louder than that generator. Well, surprisingly, this battery says it's got 12.3 volts. Surprising. But it's only at 50%. So who knows if it'll crank the engine or not, but we'll give it a little juice here and try to crank her over and see what happens. Well, we got her opened up. Let's stick a key in her and see what she does. Guess it'd help if I turn on the master switch first. All right, master switch is on. Let's try this again. Nope, not enough juice to even crank her. So we'll have to let her charge a bit. All right, so we left the generator and battery charging up there. Unfortunately, we didn't even have enough juice to crank it at all. So that one battery was showing 51%, but the other one may be a lot worse off. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Okay, so we did a little work here this morning. I brought the dozer down here and cleaned up a little bit. We've been having a lot of rain. We got like 3.5 inches in 24 hours a couple days ago, and it caused some new erosion, so we wanted to clean this up and try to reroute some of this water. So we followed the patterns as the water's coming off the slab is coming down here, so we built this drainage across here, and we were going to get a bunch of rock and throw it in here so that you know, it kind of stops some of this dirt from just washing right on down the hill. And well, had a bucket load of rock. Normally I drive the tractor right down this side here and go right on around. Well, that didn't go so well. As you can see, my tractor laying there on its side. Ain't no telling how much damage I did to it till I get it upright, but regardless, it ain't good. You can see here, it's an example. Oh, well, there, see, I can't even walk. It's dangerous trying to walk and film, but okay, so here's an example of a ditch that's washing out on us, and it's starting to cut back under the road. So really back to about here, there's not good support, so this road is getting dangerous. And that's what we're trying to fix. And of course, the other side's bad too. Anyway, right now I see there's like a stump or something underneath it there, but I don't see evidence of the fuel tank being ruptured or anything like that. I don't see evidence of anything leaking. So we're just leaned over with our tire way down deep in the mud. Yeah, the tire's way down under there, just buried. And yeah, there's the cab. I went out the back window. It was open, luckily, so I was able to just basically walk right out. I don't know if I broke any of my side windows there or not. I didn't see anything break, but once we get it up, who knows. So hopefully we just get her upright and everything works. Well, so my original thought was to bring the telehandler down here and reach out, put some chains on this baby and try to pull it upright. That didn't go so well. Number one, the telehandler is too long to get a good position on the road, so all we did was just make a mess and tear the road up. We got stuck, went over the side here, had to bring the bulldozer down and basically push it out and go from multiple angles, and all that did was just destroy the road. So we've got to rebuild this whole road now, or at least our shoulders, and widen it out. I couldn't even drive back up the road. It's so trashed. Here we've got an area that just spun out. The tires were spinning here and just dug a hole. It's not wide enough to even get the telehandler out, so then I was trying to back down. I got caught in a rut and it basically just pulled me, and so I got off the road and I'm stuck in the mud right there. So I got to pull that thing out, and once we pull it out, we'll end up just leaving it down here because I can't even get it back up to the top now. You can see I crashed over those trees and everything. So yeah, it ain't good. Dozer's working fine, no issues. But we got all this silt that's been washing down, and this stuff is just like quicksand. You hit a soft spot on it, you just sink like crazy. So what we really need to do is bring in some good dirt and just fill this whole valley here and widen this road out, which we've been meaning to do all along. This road was kind of built to be temporary with the intent to expand it. We dropped all this rock on top of it to make sure we could get the delivery trucks and everything up and down the hill, which we accomplished. But now we got a lot of work to do. Just so much rain is just tearing this thing up, and it's not gonna survive. Hasn't survived well, but it was still passable with vehicles. But when I got the heavy stuff on here, that didn't work. So what I hope to do now is I hope to get the excavator, drive it down here. I think with the tracks it'll make it down this trash, and get into the side area here, hopefully drive up and get it as close to the tractor as possible. And then I got to figure out how to get some chains on this thing. I mean, it would be nice to get chains on the loader. However, I'm afraid if I try to pull the whole thing with the loader, I don't want to bend and trash my loader. So I don't know, but I don't have a lot of options at this point. So I think I'll put a couple of chains on each side of the loader and get the excavator arm out above it, see if we can lift this thing and get it upright. once we get it upright, hopefully it'll start, and we'll try to drive it out with the help of the excavator. But you know, it's been sitting on its side now. I have no idea how well diesels hold up when they're on their side. I know gasoline engines typically get oil in the plugs and everything, and you got a mess. I don't know about a diesel, no experience on that, so all we can do is see what happens. So once we get that excavator started, get it down here and get some chains on this thing, hopefully we can get it upright. And once we get it upright, then we'll go from there. I guess worst case scenario, if it won't start, then we'll have to drag it out, which, I mean, the excavator in theory should be able to do, but we'll see. All this equipment's old and tired, so stick with us. Let's see how it goes. Well, Lorena made me a delicious cheeseburger, and I sure do feel better now. Life is good, even when you roll your tractor over and get your telehandler stuck in the mud and your battery's dead on your excavator and whatever else. What else could go wrong? I mean, really. I know, I'm crazy. Well, we're walking up here to the excavator. It's been charging for at least a cheeseburger. I don't know if that's a measurement of time, but in my world right now, seems like a good measurement of time. So, and the time it took to walk up here, generator's still running, purring right along. So there's that. But let's see how much juice we got in this battery. Take a look. 71%. All right. So now I'm gonna flip it over to the other one. And I know I'm supposed to disconnect these batteries when charging them, but I didn't, and that's the way it is. Well, that one says 71%, so I don't know. Does that mean having them connected, it somehow runs them together? But it's set up in 24 volt. They're two 12 volt batteries, so who knows? These are from 2018, so this is 22, and it's April, so almost 4 years. So I guess it's about time to replace them. But let's see if we can get this thing started. Oh, we got all the lights coming on and everything, so that's positive. Nope, still won't crank. It tried to crank there, got a little but not enough to crank it. So I don't know, keep charging it longer, and maybe we'll have to try bringing some jumper cables up and jumping it with a dump truck. See what happens. Stay with us. Okay, it seems to have recalibrated now. Recognizes it's on a different battery. So now it's showing 42% on this battery. The other one was reading 71%, so we'll see if we can get this one up a bit, enough to crank it. Okay, I brought the dump truck back up here. One cool thing about this dump truck is it's as if they thought about jump starting ahead of time. So this is the battery box here behind the steps. And if you look down under there, you got a cap right here. basically a positive lug. So you can just take your jumper cables, jump right to that lug, and then ground the other side to the steps. And you're sharing power. Let's see how that works. All right, let's cross our fingers. Started right up. Now that's a thing of beauty. Of course, it's giving me a battery light. Hopefully that's just because the jumper cables are on there. Let's see. Okay, battery light is off. It was actually just idling too low. Once I idled it up, the battery light shut off, so we're good. All right, folks, we're in the big excavator. This is a John Deere 790E. I think in modern day terms, that's equivalent to like a John Deere 200, 210, something like that. So it's a good size excavator. We've moved a lot of dirt with it. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to drive it on down to where the tractor is. So first thing we got to do is pick up our bucket, get ready to travel. Oh look, it's full of water. Now that holds some water, huh? That's a big bucket. It's 1.6 yard bucket on that. I don't know how many inches across that thing is, but I'd say at least 36. All right. Get that thing out of the way. Let's see if we can get this baby moving. This dozer runs really, or dozer, this excavator runs really well. Everything works on it pretty good, except it doesn't track well. It just seems like it's a little bit low on power as far as where it should be. It doesn't track 100% even and straight, and if you try to spin it in a circle or something like that, it struggles. So one track is definitely stronger than the other, but it needs a little work. I have never done any work on the tracks on this thing. I mean, I grease them and stuff, but I haven't checked the final drives or anything like that, or solenoids, so I'm sure there's a logical explanation, and someday I'll have the time to work on it and fix it. But for now, it does what I need it to do, so I just keep using it. Try to take care of it best I can. Fix the things that absolutely have to be fixed. But I just got too many other projects going on, so haven't really had time to work on this thing and get it how I want it to be. Sorry about the loud background noise. That's actually the air conditioner. This thing has a really high-powered air conditioner in it, and it's a little bit hot today, so I cranked it up to cool it down in here. So that's that high-powered fan blowing pretty loud. I'm under the
thing. It went all the way down without getting stuck. Thank God. He's going to tie a chain around the excavator to pull up the tractor now. It's gonna be very interesting. So now we have to maybe to put a support next to it so it doesn't roll again. Can you drag it like that out? Huh?
I'm gonna try, but it's taking every bit of power I got just to get it this far.
Just do it really slow. Be careful. Should we? We dig a little bit here so it's flatter. Take a look at the wheel, how it is.
The problem is that tire is like way in the mud.
It's way in there. Oh. Huh? Trunk here, let me get it out. What is it called? The thing on top of the tire is cutting that tree. Is gonna break it.
Try to drive.
Okay, but let's move
and
that.
I'll use the excavator to lift
let's move the trunk, no? So it doesn't break.
As soon as I pull you forward, it's gonna come out.
Okay, that's fine. So where do you want to put it?
So look, on the panel a little bit, climb up in there. I'll tell you what you gotta do to make sure. Here, I'll film from my end. Okay, we got it lifted upright and I was able to get it started. It started right up actually. Put it in four-wheel drive and lock the differentials. So that means all four wheels are turning. Normally four-wheel drive is only powered at two wheels, one on the front and one on the back. But when you lock in the hubs, or the differentials, like positive traction, you're locking all four wheels to power so everything's turning. So I was able to drive it forward and get it in the position it's in now. Lorena's in there now, so I'm gonna back up the excavator and we're gonna see if we can get this thing out very carefully. I'm also trying not to do any damage. See that tire there just dropping in the mud. Okay, I just gave her the sign to stop. I've got to be able to reposition because I just went straight back. Not liking this at all. Boy, I'm trying to do is straighten out my tracks, and in the meantime I'm like lifting her up in the air. And so I guarantee she's not liking that. Letting her drive ahead. She's driving on her own power, and it looks like she's back in level ground. My problem is I'm in a bad position, so what I've got to do now is lower this thing down and get them chains off and let her go on her own. Hopefully that's good enough that I can get them off. Let me get over there and see if I can get her disconnected. Stand by. Driving out now under her own power. That could have been a heck of a lot worse. I didn't get hurt. No real damage to the tractor. That in and of itself is probably a miracle. well might have got bent a little bit, no big deal. It's just plastic. We can bend her back. And we did get a little mud on the tires. Reminds me of that country song. Maybe we got a lot of mud on the tires. But she's looking good. No damage. No real damage. Alright, now I'm stopped here. We'll put a chain on the telehandler and we'll yank it out of the mud. It's just off the road a little bit into the mud, no big deal. But she's stuck, so we'll give her a pull out here.
Okay, now it's the telehandler's turn to get out of here.